very simple one for me has been understanding or deepening my understanding of this principle of Kamma. What does it mean? How did the Buddha teach it? How does it work? And then more importantly, then how do I develop it in my life in a way that is of benefit? Such a key principle, a bit like the Four Noble Truths. We just kind of keep coming back to it again and again, and different angles and different perspectives, and then understand it more in our life. So, simply put, we're all familiar with the word Kamma, probably, and the principle of Kamma, which can be so simply summed up as doing good leads to good results, doing unwholesome bad leads to bad results. So it's a law of a causal law, cause and effect, but also very much grounded in an ethical principle, an ethical law of causal effect. And I'm sure Kamma was a word very, very much used and familiar in the Buddha's time. This statement the Buddha made at one occasion, Cetana ahang bhikkhave kammang vadami, which means, monks, I declare that Cetana is Kamma, because having intended, one acts through body, speech and mind. So the Buddha's simile around karma is a very beautiful one. The Buddha described unwholesome actions that we do as salt, and the wholesome actions that we can do as water. And so if you have salt, say a spoonful of salt, and you dissolve it in a glass of water, so it's the unwholesome salt and the wholesome water, then it's going to still taste very salty. So that's basically the gist, is that there'll be the clear results of what we do. But if you were to take that spoonful of salt and dissolve it in say a lake, the thing is that the salt is still there, but it just doesn't hardly taste at all, or if it. So it's not about deleting. There's no magic trick really here, no purification in that sense. The role of all the wholesome things that we do is effectively you could say, to compensate or to neutralize the result. So that's the general principle. So when we understand this, then we know that's really what we're doing as we go through our lives. Yeah, we do things basically which cause ourselves, which cause other people to suffer. That's what we call unskillful, unwholesome. That's our criteria, really, the things which we learn to investigate. What makes me suffer? What makes somebody else suffer? This is how we basically define wholesome and unwholesome. When you really begin to really ask yourself, then you get your own perspective on it. It's like your own compass begins to pick it up for you. This practice is very much about learning to see for yourself and then trust yourself. Obviously with the help of teachers and input, Dharma input.